I will soon start the live. I'll just wait for 2 more minutes and then I'll start. I hope this live is public. Not sure though. Yes, this is public. Okay, so only 3 more minutes are left and then I'll begin my live. Okay. Hi guys, I'll just wait for 3 more minutes and then I'll begin my live. Hi, what's up? So today I'm going to teach a very beginner friendly flower, and these flowers are so cute that you can attach them to anything, starting from your sweaters to your dresses, tops, bags, sling bags, cute wall hanging, and you can make many flowers like this and attach them together to form a purse itself, right? So these are actually hi craft by Adhya, how are you? So these are actually puff stitch flowers. I will start soon. I'll just wait for 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes and then I'll start. In majority of my crafts, I use these yarns. Okay, these are so cheap. Only the cost of one particular yarn is rupees 20, and if you want to buy these things from online, then they cost you rupees 80 or something. So I always prefer using these yarns, and these qualities also good. So this is actually an acrylic yarn, the cheaper version of acrylic yarn, and I always prefer this because this gives a very good end result. Okay, acrylic yarns are synthetic yarns, and this is a 4-ply yarn. Why it is known as 4-ply, I just explained that once, because many people asked me before my workshops that why I write 4-ply yarn, what is the meaning of that. So if you untwist the yarn, then you'll see that 4 strands are twined together to form the yarns. That is why it is known as 4-ply yarn. Okay, so for 4-ply yarn, I personally prefer a 3mm hook. In all my workshops, I prefer to use these yarns, and also recommend the people who subscribe to my workshops these yarns only, because it's always hi Timsy, how are you? It is always good to start your craft with something cheap. Learn with materials that are cheap, so that you can practice more and more and then implement them in better end products like cotton yarns. Hi Aradhya, how are you? You can use cotton yarns, velvet yarns, and there are a variety of yarns like raffia yarns, paper yarns, but always practice with cheaper versions so that you don't have to waste too much money in your practice. Just spend too much time in your practice. Okay, so it's already 12 a.m. So I'll start with my craft. I was just mentioning one thing, I'll mention that again. I'm using a 4-ply yarn. So whoever is joining the live later, don't worry, this live is going to remain as a recorded live forever. You can always come back to my channel and subscribe. Okay, so this is a 4-ply acrylic yarn, and with this I prefer, why do you choose 12 only? 12, I don't know why are you, what do you mean? So this is over the time, because I'm free at this time, that is why, because I was busy throughout the day. So for live free lives, I think I prefer this 12 a.m. At this time I am little bit free, and also this live will remain as recorded version, so I feel that whoever is not able to join the live, they can always revisit my channel and view this. So I think it's suitable for everyone. So why I personally prefer a 3 mm crochet hook with 4-ply yarn. So you can see that this area, this portion thickness is similar to the thickness of the yarn. Okay, so the thickness of these two are similar. I prefer, that's why, 3 mm with 4-ply yarn. However, you can use any hook size starting from 2.5 mm to 4 mm for this particular 4-ply yarn. I will not suggest you 4 mm, because in that case the stitches will be loose, right? So always choose your hook based on the size of the yarn. If one more thing I'll say before I start, if you purchase your yarns from online, from any stores like the branded ones like Magic Needles or Vardhaman, etc., so they always mention you which hook size will suit the yarn, so you can choose accordingly. I am from Kolkata, Aradhya. Where are you from? Thanks for joining in. So let's start. So I'll start with this particular color, because I want my petals to be pink and the central portion to be yellow. So let's start with the pink color, right? Let's keep it aside. So at first I have written down the pattern. If you want a good written pattern, just message me in my WhatsApp. Then and I'll just hi. Oh, that's great. If you want the nice written pattern, just message me in my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9123303112. Just message me there, and give me time till tomorrow, so I'll type it down properly and send you the written pattern. Okay, so just in the meantime we'll have to work with this. First step is magic ring. Okay, I will teach you how to do a magic ring now. Completely a beginner friendly work. So the first thing we will learn is how to do a magic ring. Take 2 fingers, the index finger and the middle finger, and wrap the yarn around both the finger, forming an X. I'm teaching you the easiest way to do magic circle. Hold the end of the yarn with thumb. Turn and hold the other end, the longer part of the yarn, with your ring finger. At first, practice holding the yarn in this manner for 2-3 minutes till you understand what you're doing. Then place your hook downwards. The hook should be facing downwards. Place it below the first loop and then on top of the second, so that you can easily pull the second. For some time, practice pulling it. Make yourself comfortable with the hook and with the yarn. So, and don't hold the yarn too tightly here, okay? So that you can easily pull the yarn below the first loop. Then guys, twist your yarn in this way. I'll repeat it again 2 more times, okay? Now what we are going to do, place the hook below this particular yarn, the longer part of the yarn. Place the hook below it comfortably. Don't put too much pressure in your hand. Pull the yarn slowly through the loop that is already present in your hook. Now pull the larger part of the yarn to make it tight, and your magic ring is ready. So this is the first step of your flower, and literally every flower in this world which you make with crochet, and many other projects. So magic ring is the first thing you should learn. Why is this known as a magic ring? Because if we pull the shorter end of the yarn and the longer end of the yarn apart, it will open up in this way. No, we cannot use 3 mm with every yarn. Different yarn size will decide different hook size. I'll repeat it again. So magic ring is also known as adjustable ring. So place the yarn on top of two fingers, that is index and middle finger, and hold the yarn with your thumb. Wrap the yarn around the two fingers forming an X and turn. Hold the larger part of the yarn with your ring finger and practice holding it for some time. If you are new to my channel, I am requesting you to subscribe to my channel. Okay. Now guys, place the hook downwards. At first insert it below the first loop and then on top of the second one, so that you can easily pull the second loop from below the first one in this way, and then twist. Right? For when you are twisting it, you are forming a loop in your hook. To make flower pot, anything else with 4-ply wool, with 4-ply yarn you'll use 3mm and anything near to 3mm. So guys, a loop is formed. Now place the hook below the first yarn, the larger part of the yarn. Here, comfortably place your hook below the yarn and pull the yarn. Slightly turn your hook sideways so that you can easily have a grip over the yarn and pull it through the loop. And pull the larger part of the yarn to make it tight. Why it is also this is a magic ring, and why this is also known adjustable ring, because if you pull the shorter end of the yarn, then the ring will become shorter in size, and if you pull the ring from this side, it will be larger in size. That is why it is known as magic ring. So I hope you understood how to do the magic ring. This video will remain as recorded one, so you can always come later and see the video and pause it till you ace it. Right? Next step is we will be doing 6 HDC. HDC means half double crochet in the magic ring. So now I'll teach you how to do half double crochet stitch. So these flowers are made up of only beginner friendly stitches. Only the petals are made up of puff stitch, which is also easy one, but not of course the beginner one, but you can always try new things, isn't it? So let's do half double crochet. How to do half double crochet? We will yarn over. Okay, first let me tell you how to hold your work. You will hold your hook with your right hand. Wrap the yarn with your index finger in this way, and hold the yarn with little finger and ring finger. Hold your work with thumb and middle finger. Practice holding your yarn and the hook in this way till you can move every finger comfortably. It will take 1 day or so. If just practice it, and you can easily do this. Okay, now let's do half double crochet. Yarn over. Okay, what is yarn over? Yarn over means put the yarn on top of the hook. Just move your index finger so that the yarn comes on top of the hook. So we did yarn over. Okay, now insert the hook in the magic ring in this way. Again yarn over, that is the yarn should come on top of the hook. Slightly turn your hook sideways so that you can pull the yarn outside the magic ring. I'll repeat it again, don't worry. If you're a beginner, so don't worry. So now you can see that there are 3 loops in the hook. 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through all the 3 loops. This is how you do a half double crochet stitch, and this is really easy. Okay, I'll repeat it once more. In crochet you can always open up your stitches easily like this. So let's do. Hold your yarn as I taught you and your work in this manner. Yarn over. So 1 and 2, right? Insert the hook inside the magic ring. Place the yarn on top of the hook and turn sidewise the hook and pull the yarn slowly outside the magic ring. Of course, you cannot learn crochet by seeing this in one day. You have to do along with me, at least repeat it with me for some time, then only you can do, right? Now there are 3 loops in the hook, as you can see. Yarn over and pull the yarn. In this way, pull the yarn through all the loops. This is how we do half double crochet stitch. We will be doing total 6 half double crochets in the magic ring. 6 half double crochets, why? Because we are having 6 petals. Okay, so if you want to include 8 petals, then you have to do 8 half double crochets. If you want 5 petals in your flower, then 5 half double crochets. So it is your choice, right? So play with your own experiment with your own pattern. So we did 1. We will be doing 5 more. This live video is only for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Then it will end. Now again we will do another half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook in the magic ring, and slowly pull the yarn outside the magic ring. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops. So your second half double crochet is done. How to count the stitches? If you view from the top side, this is the top side of the stitch. So 1 and 2. That means we did 2 stitches, right? So don't get confused. As a beginner, you might get confused little bit, but don't worry. In 2 days, everything will be really easy and you will not be confused, right? Do subscribe to my channel, guys, if you're new to my channel. Okay, that is one request I'm having. So we did 2 half double crochets. Slightly pull the tail of the magic circle to make it shorter in size. Let's do 4 more half double crochets. So yarn over, insert the hook in the magic circle and turn your hook sideways so that you can have a grip of the yarn and pull it outside. Yarn over and pull it through all the 3 loops, right? So 3 half double crochets done, 3 more remaining, and then we will complete our first round. Yarn over, insert it in the magic circle and pull the yarn through it outside. Yarn over and pull it through all the 3 loops. So for in crochet, the first stitch that you should learn is of course chains and single crochets, but in this flower we don't need single crochet at all, so I'm not showing that to you, of course. But if you want to learn from the beginning, then I'll share a playlist with you guys for beginners. You can always message me in my WhatsApp. Just comment me after the live ends. I'll share my WhatsApp number with you if you don't have it by chance. So 1 2 3 4, 2 more half double crochets are remaining. Yarn over, insert your hook in the magic ring and pull the yarn outside. Yarn over and pull it through all the 3 loops. Repeat it for 1 more time. Yarn over, insert your hook in the magic ring and pull the yarn outside in this way. Yarn over and pull it through all the 3 loops, and your total 6 half double crochets are done. Let's count it to just get confirmed. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So total 6 stitches are there, as you can see carefully. Okay, so in our first round we were supposed to have 6 half double crochets. Now in order to convert this into a circle, let's close this magic ring by pulling the tail of the magic ring. Pull it till it becomes closed. So now guys, we will move to the next step, that is we will close this round, complete this round. So what is written in the pattern? After doing 6 half double crochets in the magic ring or MR, SL stitch means slip stitch. Slip stitch in the first stitch. Okay, ST means stitch. So let's do it. We are supposed to do now slip stitch in the first stitch. So insert your hook in the first stitch, that is the first half double crochet you did, in this way. Insert it, then you'll see that there are 2 loops are visible. You will not insert your hook through only one loop in between. You will not do this. You will completely insert your hook through the stitch, right? Now yarn over and pull the yarn through that stitch outwards. We are about to do a slip stitch to create a small circle. Okay, so now there are 2 loops in the hook. This is the first loop and this is the second loop. We will pull the first loop through the second loop in this way. So this is how we do slip stitch. Blindly follow the pattern. If you are a complete beginner, with practice you will understand the concept. So we completed our round 1. Okay, I'll share the written pattern with you by tomorrow. Just message me in my WhatsApp. If you don't have my WhatsApp number, I'll share with you. Just comment after the live ends. Don't comment here in the live because it will get removed after the live ends. Okay, let's see what's written in the next round. Next round we will start with chain 3. CH means chain. Whenever you see patterns in online, you will always see abbreviations, right? CH means chain. We will do a chain 3. So let's teach you how to do chains. So guys, hold your work as I taught you in this way. Okay, we have got 1 loop in the hook. This is known as a loop. Yarn over and pull the yarn through that loop. This is known as a chain. We did 1 chain. Let's do 2 more chains. Yarn over and pull it through the loop that is already present in the hook. So chain 2 done. We will be doing 1 more chain in this way. So total chain 3. So we did as written in the pattern. Now we are starting our first petal, petal 1. Okay, so after chain 3, in the same stitch where you did the slip stitch, simply in that same stitch we will do a puff stitch. We will do the repetition thing 8 times. I'm showing you that now. What is a puff stitch? Carefully now observe. This is something that you will learn, maybe you should learn after 7 days of practicing crochet. But if you want, you can learn this whenever you want. So let's learn how to do a slip stitch, puff stitch. So we will be doing our stitches here. Just showing you the stitch. The stitch where you did a slip stitch, here you will do the puff stitch. So how to do the puff stitch? It is a very easy stitch. Yarn over. Insert your hook in the stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. You can see that there are 3 loops. Again yarn over. We are doing this further. Repeat the step for second, total 8 times. Okay, we did, I'll just start again. Just listen one thing. Yarn over. Insert in the same stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. Whatever we did, we will repeat it for 7 more times because we want a big fat puff. Okay, yarn over. Insert your hook in the same stitch and pull the yarn through it. Oops, I'll start again. Yarn over, insert in the same stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. It should be higher in height. Yarn over, again insert and pull the yarn through it outside. We did it for second time. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch, pull it through outside. Third time done. Yarn, insert your hook, pull it through that stitch outside. We are doing the stitches in the same place. Okay, again yarn over. insert in the same stitch and pull it through it outside. We did it for total 4 times. Okay, we will do it for 4 more times. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch, pull it through outside. Don't worry, I'll repeat again in the next petal. Just observe what I'm doing. 5 times done. Yarn over, insert in the same stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. 6 times done already. Yarn over, insert in the same hook and pull it through it outside. 7 times done, and for the last time we will do it. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch and pull it through outside. Okay, done. So in this way we have pulled up many loops. We repeated the pattern for 8 times. Yarn over. Now I'll repeat again, don't worry, just see what I'm doing. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops. Slowly. You will have to practice this little bit. Then guys, do a chain 1 as I taught you, that is yarn over and pull the yarn through all through the loop that is already present in the hook. So you did a chain 1 to do a puff stitch. Till here a puff stitch is completed. Now we will complete our petal. For that we will do chain 3, that is 1, 2 and 3, and then we will insert our hook in the next stitch. So this is the next stitch. Okay, insert your hook in the next stitch, pull the yarn through it outside, and now we will have 2 loops. We will do a slip stitch. So pull the first loop through the second one. So for beginners this step might be little confusing. I will repeat this now for 5 more times. It will be now easy for you to understand. It's always difficult to do stitches in the first stitch. However, in the remaining stitches, as the stitches are bigger, it will be easy to do. Now puff stitches, I did this for repetition part for 8 times. You can do it for this particular flower. This is really suitable. Okay. For other projects, you can repeat it for 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, depending on the thickness of the puff you want. For this flower, 8 time repetition was enough. Is a good thing. Okay. Now the next petal. Always start the petal with chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3, and end the petal with chain 3. Wherever you are doing your chain 3, you will be doing your puff stitch in the same stitch, the same hole. Okay. So yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. We will repeat it for total 7 more times. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch, pull the yarn through it outside. So we did it for 2 times. Let's do it for the 3rd time. Let's do it for the 4th time. Let's do it for the 5th time. Let's do it for the 6th time, 7th time, and sorry, did I miss any time? I think it's okay. I got the desired thickness. I think I did it for 8 times maybe. Always count properly. Okay. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops that is present in the hook, and also through the last one. Okay, in this way. Now we will complete our puff stitch with a chain 1. It is done. Now we will complete the petal with chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3, and now we will slip stitch in the next stitch. Here insert your hook in that stitch, pull the yarn through it outside, pull the first loop through the second one. If you have any confusion, write down in the comment section. I will repeat for you. So we completed 2 petals. Now we will be doing the 3rd petal. again start with chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. Carefully observe how I'm doing the puff stitch. Yarn over. Insert your hook in the same stitch where you did your slip stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. Now we will yarn over and pull the yarn slowly through all the loops carefully. Don't miss any loops and take it out. Secure the puff stitch with a chain 1 and it is done. Now we will do chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3 and then insert our hook in the next stitch. Pull the yarn through that stitch outside and we will do a slip stitch. Okay, I've already explained you how to do a slip stitch in the beginning of this round. So if you want me to explain again in the end of the next petal, I'll share with you. So we completed 3 petals. Okay, the inside one is also a puff stitch that I'll do with a different color, the yellow colored one, and I'll share with you how to do that. Okay, so that will take place at the end. Let's complete 3 more petals. So 1, 2 and 3. Chain 3, always begin with chain 3. In the same stitch, yarn over and insert your hook in the same stitch. Pull the yarn through it outside. We will repeat this for total 7 more times. So yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Right? We did it. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops carefully. Don't skip any. Done till you have one loop in the hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through that loop and do a chain 1 to secure the puff stitch. Right? After that we will be doing chain 3 as usual. So 1, 2 and 3. I hope the video is visible and I'm audible. Do let me know if not. Chain 3 and then guys, in the next stitch, this one, we will insert our hook and pull the yarn through it outside the stitch. Pull the first loop through the second loop in this way. And our 4 petals are done. We will be doing 2 more petals. So these flowers are really in trend. These are puff stitch flowers. Many people do the similar kind of flowers with bobble stitch also. Many people do it with popcorn stitch also. I prefer doing this with puff stitch. Let's do the 5th petal. So start with chain 3 like this. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. Yarn over, insert in the same stitch and pull it through outside. Yarn over, insert in the same stitch and pull it through outside. I think I did it for 3 times. We will do it for 5 more times. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so we have got so many loops in the hook. I will have to count it Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, we have got 17 loops in the hook. Yarn over and pull it through all the 17 loops slowly till you have only one loop in the hook. Secure the puff stitch with a chain 1. So your puff stitch is done. Now let's complete the petal with a chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. Right? Now guys, we will insert our hook in the next stitch for the last petal and pull the yarn through it outside and do a slip stitch. Okay? Whenever you are doing this flower, if you're following this particular video or recorded version of this video, just pause it, do it by yourself or do along with me. Okay? And do subscribe to my channel. Now guys, yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop that is present in your hook. So this is how we do chains. So we did chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. It appears like chains. So that's why we call it chains. Okay? Now in the same stitch, this one, we will yarn over, insert our hook in this stitch and pull the yarn through it outside. Repeat it for 7 more times. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do the last one slowly. Yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch and pull the yarn through it outside in this way. So done. Total 8 times we did this. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops that are present in your hook till you have only one loop in the hook. Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming in. This means a lot. So we are having, we did it. Let's secure the puff stitch with a chain 1. Done. And let's complete our last petal with chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. Now guys, insert your hook in the same stitch where you did your slip stitch in the beginning one, where you did your chain 3, etc. Just insert your hook in the same and pull the yarn through it outside. We are going to do a slip stitch, that we will pull the first loop through the second one in this way. So this is known as a slip stitch. After the slip stitch, we are going to complete our work. How we are going to do? We will just do a chain 1. Whenever you're completing your work after slip stitch, you will do a chain 1 and you will cut the yarn. Blindly follow whatever I'm doing if you are a complete beginner. Okay? Then only you will learn it and pull the loop. Just blindly follow it. That is what you need to do as a beginner. Insert your hook in the same stitch from below and wrap the yarn around your hook and pull it downwards. So our main flower is ready. You can leave it as it is, or you can stick a button in it or any pearl in it or anything. I will attach a crochet bubble puff stitch inside it. Now observe carefully what I'm doing. For this I'm using yellow colored yarn. This is the only different thing that we will be doing in this particular flower. So now we are going to learn how to do a slip knot. So wrap the yarn around your index finger, forming an X, and turn. Hold as you generally hold for magic ring. Now just pull the first loop, and from below we will pull the second loop and also the shorter end of the yarn apart in this way. So this is how we do a slip knot. Insert the hook in the knot, slip knot, and pull the larger end of the yarn to make it tight. Okay, now we are going to make a small puff stitch at the center. Carefully observe what I am doing. Insert your hook in any stitch from top. Take it out through any adjacent stitch from side in this way, or let's insert it here and take it out through here. Okay, just insert your hook in this way. You already have your yarn attached to your hook, so you have to place it in this way. Now guys, pull the yarn through both the stitches outside. We are going to do a slip stitch now. Pull the first loop through the second one to do a slip stitch. Just see what I am doing. Do it later by following the recorded video. So we attached our color 2 to the first round using a slip stitch. I hope you understood how I did it. Now guys, we will do a chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. Right? We did chain 3. Okay. Now guys, we will do a puff stitch in the chain 1, the first chain, this one. So this is the first chain, this is the second chain, and this is the third chain. We did chain 3, right? We will do our puff stitch in the first chain. Let's do it. Yarn over. Hold your work that will make you most comfortable. Yarn over, insert your hook in the chain 1, the first chain, and pull the yarn through it outside. Repeat it for 7 more times as I taught you in the beginning. So second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and the last one, eighth. Okay, and complete your puff stitch with a chain 1. Done. Now guys, opposite to this stitch is this stitch, right? Insert your hook in any stitch and take it out through the adjacent one as you did earlier, and pull the yarn through both the stitches outside. And now we are going to do a slip stitch. So pull the first loop through the second one. For a beginner, this is slightly tricky, so practice your basics first, then you make this flower. However, this flower is also a beginner friendly flower. Maybe in 7 days of practice you can make this particular flower. Okay, so we did our slip stitch, and after the end of any work, what we do, after slip stitch we always do chain 1. So we did 1 chain. Okay, now just cut your yarn and pull this loop in this way, make it tight. Okay, so now we are going to insert these 2 yarns at the back side. So just from below, take your yarn outside, wrap the loose end of the yarn around your hook and pull it downwards. Done. Do the same thing with this side also. Insert your hook from below, wrap the yarn around your hook and pull it downwards. Pull them downwards in this way. So we made a very pretty puff stitch flower. Simply tie a knot between both the yellow yarn to make the inside puff really tight. So we completed our puff stitch flower. Now what we are going to do, just cut out the extra yarn. We don't need them anymore. We will cut out the pink ones also because we don't need them anymore. And our puff stitch flower is ready. This is of course a beginner friendly flower pattern. However, it will be good if you try this after 7 days of crochet practice. In the 7 days, you will get to be comfortable with your hook and yarn. So these are puff stitch flower. For sticking a flower to the clip, I used this particular glue. Take a screenshot if you want. This is a metal glue. However, I use this everywhere in my jewelry making, in these things, and woolen materials stick really well to these clips with metal glue. However, if you use cotton yarn instead of this acrylic one, then I will suggest you, then also this is a very good option. However, fabric glues are also available. Okay, so this is it, a very cute little clip that I attached to my flower. You can attach these flowers to many things like bags, etc., dresses, and they will literally look really pretty. So do let me know if you liked this tutorial. If you have any queries, write it down in the chat section. If you want to contact with me, then contact with me in my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 91233 Okay, let me write it down if possible. Just wait, I'm writing it down. 91233 I think I wrote it down, 91233 I wrote it down in the chat section. If possible, you can just simply copy it down from there. So one announcement about my workshop, that is of course not a free one, but a very little subscription fees of 250 rupees. So a 3-day workshop will take place. I will conduct it, and it costs rupees 250 only. In the workshop, it will take place on 12th, 13th and 14th of June at 7 p.m. for 1 hour. And of course the live classes will be recorded, so it will be available for you to access for lifetime. And after the payment, I'll immediately send you the written pattern of this craft. So what is this? This appears like a pot with flower in it, so you can decorate it on top of your dining table. You can take out the flowers and these become coasters. So this is what I'm going to teach you in my 3 days workshop. Of course, it is a beginner friendly workshop. However, you need to be little comfortable with your crochet hook, so it will be easier. If you're interested, you can join my workshop. That's it. The price is only 250 rupees, and I will teach you how to make these 3 coasters and this basket. This is also cute one, and of course these are made up of the basic stitches. This is mainly made up of magic circle and single crochets, half double crochet at the border, and these are the 3 coasters that I will be teaching you in the workshop. To know the details, simply guys contact me in my WhatsApp number 91233 That's it. After the live ends, you can contact me by commenting in the live, it's the recorded video, and I'll share you the details. Bye guys, take care. I hope you liked today's tutorial. Do let me know whether you liked it, and if you liked this, please subscribe to my channel. That is really going to help me a lot, because I have just completed 14,000 subscribers. I need to reach 15,000 soon. Bye guys, take care. I hope you liked today's tutorial.